Welcome to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I'm your host, DBoss. And today we got a real good lineup and a special guest lady on today. But I'm just telling everybody to go and subscribe to the channel, my YouTube channel, DBoss Network. So if you haven't seen the episodes that are on CareVision TV and also on Bell 5 channel 658, you can go to my YouTube channel and you'll see all the past episodes of Real Life Matters, and you'll see them there. But today we got, as I just said, we got a lady that's making men speak up for mental health, and it's also, the organization is called Bowling for Brain and Junior Joker Foundation, and we have here a lady, Nicole Hunt, and she also goes by Nikki Small. So she's going to talk to us about what Bowling for Brain Health means and why she started the organization and all the rest. So let's get into her. I introduce to you Nicole Hunt.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Miss DBoss. I just want to start by saying thank you for having me on this show. I haven't been to Toronto, so, thank you so much for even having me on here.
Okay. Oh, so first, everybody here at Real Life Matters likes to know where everybody comes from. So what's your background? Where do you come from? If you have a cultural background?
I was originally born in Illinois, up in northern Illinois, Rockford, and I grew up here in Denver, Fort Collins, Colorado / Denver, Colorado. So, just had a lot of fun going back and forth from Illinois to Denver, and just I'm a little white girl with a booty. That's all I can say,
Okay. So you've modeled. You modeled. That's why people ask people. You're going to see Nicole Hunt, but her modeling name is Nikki Small. So how long have you been doing that?
I've been modeling for 10 years now in the industry. I've been to a lot of amazing places. New York, California, Texas. I have done a lot of more lingerie, urban fashions. I have been body painted as celebrities like Paul Wall, DJ Drama, Davies, Trey Songz, urban fashion shows, promote people's brands. I do it all.
So you enjoyed. So obviously you enjoy it. So you've done hair shows and stuff too, or not really?
I've really done hair shows. There is a show out here in Denver. We call it the Unique Week of Fashion, where anybody can be in. You don't have to be a stick figure. You don't have to be the typical model runway. Unique Week has all different kinds of, styles, fashion, hair people. So I've done all of those as well. So.
All right. So everybody wants to know. We can't wait. We never heard of this kind of concept that you got going on here, and everybody wants to hear about it. And what's behind the Bowling for Brain Health, or which one? Or you want to bring up, or the JR Joker Foundation?
They kind of both intertwine, so it's all right.
Okay.
Last year, I had a tragic thing happen in my family that I lost my brother at 30 years old to suicide, and it completely changed my whole family. It changed my whole life. And when we saw the letters he wrote that he just didn't, want to be here anymore, it really touched my heart that, we need more men to speak up. A lot of men won't speak up. They have such a high, expectations of them to do this and be the man of the house and don't look weak and don't do this. And, society's made it that way. But me as, starting the Junior Joker Foundation to honor my brother, putting on men's mental health awareness events to let men know we're here. Don't be afraid to speak up, and we care about you. So that's where my first event that I came up with, my signature event, is called Bowling for Brain Health. It's a bowling event. It's kind of like Versus for a Cause. Other competitors are calling each other out to bowl against each other. And it's just a fun way to have fun, but also bring the point across that we want men to speak up.
So it's knowing that men have difficulties to express themselves. If there's something going on, maybe work wise, personal wise, they just kind of shut down, right? So you're trying to make
Mhm.
them open up.
Yeah, make them open up, make them say something to somebody. You know, it doesn't have to be the whole world like, Ford did on national television with Black Ink Crew, but we want people to speak up, say something to somebody, so because a lot of men won't. They'll just keep on going on and taking it, or last resort, which is, suicide.
Mm. And then those men that are men in general, what happens is that when they actually speak, and they train their children not to do that either. They're boys, right? Be strong, suck it up,
Yeah,
you know what I
be
mean?
strong.
And then,
Yes.
so that's something that, they have to break that tradition. You're allowed to say something, right? Is that
Yes, yes, very much so. I mean, you can be tough and you can be strong, but when it's coming to the point where you feel so defeated, you feel like suicide's an option, or you feel like you don't want to go on, or you feel like every man has a breaking point, and us as women also, we want to learn to recognize the signs of when our man is going through that. And if they are saying something to us, we need to listen, because a lot of us women, we ain't always perfect either. Oh, you need to go do this. Oh, you need to quit being this too. So we got to just recognize the signs, and sometimes the signs won't even be there. You won't even notice that they're going through it.
so? What are the signs people should look for?
I mean, obviously, if a man is going through a lot, they will shut down. They don't want to speak. They may turn to other resources like alcohol or drugs. They also may try to speak to you, but when they do, it's going to be a hesitation because they don't feel like you may not want to listen to them. So, you'll see certain signs that you maybe not be aware of, like, oh, they're okay. Oh, they're okay.
Their stripes, and then they're tearing down those layers from them. They might think that they may be in your eyes, you know, you're not going to regard them as strong male figure that they're supposed to be, because they're just telling you something that's a weakness. So sometimes the men will not speak out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sometimes it's in all races. It doesn't matter what creed, what color, but sometimes it's very, very hard for men. And then they're talking to their friends, and sometimes their friends aren't not even. Sometimes maybe their friends don't even recognize, that they're
Decide.
going through something,
All right.
because maybe they're going through something at the same time as them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so you put the Junior Joker Foundation. So how did you come up with that name?
So the J and the R are actually my brother's initials,
Oh,
and he loved the Batman Joker. That was his favorite character. And Joker's kind of mental as it is anyway when you look at Batman characters.
oh,
So that's where the Junior Joker Foundation came up with its name.
okay. So you came up with the name, or did your whole family, or did
Just
you
me.
just?
Just me. This is kind of a
But it's like,
singular. The family supports, but this is my baby, my way of honoring my brother and giving back. We all grieve differently, and my way is to take my platform
mhm.
to help other people. Their way is just kind of being quiet and leaving alone, So everyone grieves differently.
Okay. So your grieving is putting it out there to help other people.
Correct.
Okay, so the Junior Joker. So bowling for brain. So it's when you're bowling, is that releasing stress, or is it's just something so you can get the men out there to talk, or?
It's just an awareness event that I came up with because every time you get a men's awareness event or get together, it's usually basketball, football, golf. I
Oh,
wanted to create events that were different than the normal events. And then I am doing mental health awareness. So bowling for brain health just came up in my head the first year I even put it on, with only losing my brother 3 months into losing him. So I was really a kind of a fast acting. It just, people give you signs and names and it'll come to you. I have other sub events now that I'm a year, my second year into doing my bowling event. So we're going to have other events that'll be more of a versus type feeling, but that are men driven to the men to want to come and want to be a part of them.
So when they usually come, do they come like in a, everybody just books one time, or is one of those fancy kind of bowling alleys, or is it the old time bowling alleys, or what you use?
I use
Well, they got
usually
all these
more
fancy bowling
independent.
alleys now.
Yeah, I use more independent bowling alleys because they are more
Okay.
willing to, work with you, and they want your business, and they will let you, I do like raffle prizes and give away raffle prizes. One of them may be a bottle of liquor from my liquor brand sponsors. And in bigger corporation bowling alleys, they won't let you bring stuff at all in there, just so I pick up independent bowling alleys. My one here in Denver is called Arapahoe Bowling Center. They're an
Okay. Oh, she's here, but
There we go.
oh, she just. Oh, there you are. It's okay. Ah, well, that's the technology today, people. So at least,
Yes,
so
yeah.
so you're working. So you were saying that you were working with a lot of the smaller ones because they allow you a little more flexibility.
Correct. More flexibility in bringing like outside sponsor things that people want to sponsor for raffle prizes, or doing vendor tables, for vendors to be there. Whereas a bigger corporation, they don't give you as good of a pricing, for people to come bowl, or they're not very flexible.
So do you have like a range of like men coming like from students to adults to seniors, or do you just have a certain group that's coming like in between?
I mean, I would say an in between, because I first was starting with your local city celebrities in your city and do celeb events, because if a celebrity is part of the event with everyone I've known for 10 years, it'll get more traction, which means more people want to be a part of it. And then I was going to do colleges and youth events for Bowling for Brain Health Junior, but I got to get the word out to make it popping first. You know how it is out here in this industry. You got to make it popping first for people to want to catch on, and it's just such a
We
new
just want
concept
to come out.
event.
We just we just coming out for Nicole Hunt. No, well, so like, what celebrities do you get? Have you gotten involved with that made the people come out?
Well, we're gonna be bringing Don and Four and Ryan from Black Ink for Chicago next year. Don and we talked for hours in Chicago about the cause, and with him losing his sister to suicide a long time ago, he relates to it. We also relate as siblings who lost siblings. So I've been trying. They're gonna be one of the hosts. We're possibly going to get Monte Ball and Russell Wilson and Justin Simmons, who are Denver Bronco players. I just went to New York to Charlemagne the God's Mental Health Expo with Wallow and him and Gilly. So it's just a matter of funding sponsors to bring them out. Some celebrities will come out and just give you love, and some want all this money. So it's just kind of figuring out who's really about the cause.
Because I'm here, you're gonna pay me. Yeah, but this is supposed to be a charitable event for mental health. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm like, if I'm paying you all this money, then how am I making money for my nonprofit? Like, can't you compromise here a little? Like, it's just part of that, just trying to work hard and find the right celebrity that's gone through it like you, and who will relate to it and see the bigger picture of what you're doing.
Right. So you identify who can be applicable to your foundation property. So that's a really good trait to have, because some people just put on anybody. And it's true about what you said. Like, a lot of people just want to play basketball events and stuff, but not everybody can play that. That's a lot of running, And then plus you're not really communicating, you're kind of on your own.
Right.
But with bowling, you have to talk to people. You're up, come on, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be connected to people. I mean, I feel like men are competitive by nature. So you got to make competitive events that they're going to want to call each other out. In Denver, we had like podcasts go bowling against each other, models bowling against each other, artists went against each other, 2 radio stations went against each other, other organizations out here in the city bowled against each other. It's 5 people per team, and the winners get hand painted custom bowling pins, and we get the art community to paint bowling pins for trophies.
But those hand painted bowling pins must be really nice.
Yeah, we just get the art community, artists in the community to paint them for us. They donate their time and $20 if they want to do them. My first place team winner, Timothy, he actually did all 5 bowling pins as Batman characters for the winning team. So it gave all their creativity on what they wanted to paint, and then we give those pins as trophies at the event. Or to like the main host, I gave them to the main host of each team that helped me put it all together. Hey, here's your bowling pin because you're the team captains or whatever, who got the highest scoring game. You know, everyone wanted to steal the Batman pins, but I was like, nope, you gotta win. You gotta be first place, man. Nah.
So what other time you had the Batman theme? Okay, and what other theme did you have?
I mean, we had someone do R2-D2 and C3PO. We just had people like mural artists just paint whatever they really wanted to paint on them. Faces, animals, girl hold like the hand, like Monet.
Did you have a Marvel theme too? All those, you know.
No, I just had anybody could have paint whatever they wanted. Because it's all about the art community being able to be involved as well. And then I don't have to paint all these pins or come up with things. So the pins will be artwork.
Are the actual bowling pins expensive, or because I never thought about you purchase.
No, I go to my bowling alley that I bowl at for Bowling for Brain Health, and what they do, they buy new pins for their lane every year. So it's just buying their old pins they don't use anymore. We sand them down, paint them, put primer on them, and then I went around to like 60 tattoo shops, went to art shows to see who would want to donate their time and $20 to paint the pins.
Well, Nikki went right out. He went around. Look, someone's going to paint these pins for me, and these. And the bowling balls, they weren't as much of a challenge, or that was the same thing?
No, I mean the bowling balls are at the bowling alley. So some people bring their own, some people don't, so.
It's well. All right. So, okay. So you have here, and then you also have a clothing line also.
Yeah, see, this is the first place team. The back girl that got painted.
Oh my gosh, that's nice.
Yeah, the actual bowling pin. Well,
I can see why people are fighting for those. Probably people, you put, and then do you have your logo on it? The Joker Foundation?
I have other pins that I had painted for the logo, or Speak Up, Mental Health is Real.
DJ all the way, take it away. Let's go. thing I know is I can't do this without you. Oh, no. I don't wanna be alone. Look.
Tell me what you know. Everywhere I go, everybody know. Yeah, we just try to grow. Tell me what you think. Ask me how I feel. Don't be acting like a shrimp. We just try to grow.
If anybody in this room needs somebody to talk to, please find that person to talk to. Before I play this next song, can y'all all tell somebody in here that you just love them? Tell somebody in here that you love them. Anybody, I don't care who it is, find somebody, tell them that you love them. Like I said, we all need to show the love, share the love. Please, you guys, I'm not gonna play no music until somebody tells somebody that they love them for real. It could be your best friend, it could be a stranger.
I love you,
I love you too. I love all y'all, actually. Special shout out to Nikki, man. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Nikki. Y'all give her love. As she walks around the room, just show her mad love.
Here it goes. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, before all y'all move,
Stay here.
I got a double shot for the third person to go straight.
All right. So you said that you have a couple events here that's already started, but can you give us a list of some dates and stuff that you're gonna have, like for some stuff that you're gonna have coming up next year?
Yes, I've come up with some, I call them sub events to help bring more hype to mental health before Bowling for Brain Health. We are starting off a cooking versus series. We're going to ask 15 chefs to come and compete cooking for the cause, make, like a chef cook-off series that starts in January. I'm also doing boxing for brain health event with a couple of my boxers I know out here. My friend Adam Vigil, he's an MMA fighter with UFC. So we're going to do, kind of a UFC type event called Fight to Speak Up. It's called Fight to Speak Up. And the last one of the subcategories is going to be a Speak Up Skate-a-thon, like a skating rink event. So those are all sub events, hopefully next year.
Like a roller skating or not ice skating? Roller skating?
Roller skating. Yeah, roller skating. Yeah, Speak Up Skate-a-thon, like roller skating, like Usher and Bow Wow type roller skating,
Okay. Well, you've seen from the video that there's a lot of people that's in there and in that. So it's really, it looks very, very interesting. And for you for doing something like this. So do people get to purchase before we do they get to purchase the t-shirts or the stuff before, or what do they do? How do they do that?
The bowling shirts are usually for the teams that are actually bowling. As you saw, everyone had their bowling shirts for their team. It's a team of 5. So depending on how much a bowling alley is, like in Denver, each person paid $55. That covered the bowling alley and their shirts. I don't make money off of that. I make money off of sponsors, donations, raffle prizes, vendor booths. They pay exactly what they get. They're paying to bowl and get their shirts.
And their shoes. So some of them might bring their own shoes, right?
Yeah, I bring my own bowling shoes, but most people, get their own house shoes and stuff at the bowling alley because that's covered in the cost of their, games and rental and stuff like that.
Those are for those professional bowlers.
Yeah.
I know because I have a brother that bowls, so he has his own shoes, he got to see those guys.
His own shoes, own bowling ball, all
their own lucky ball. And then so what's the first event that you have coming up in 2023?
We will be Chef Off series, Chef Versus, started in middle January. It'll be a 6-week event of chefs coming in, kind of like a bracket theme. You have 8 chefs, then you have another 8 chefs, then they go on to be 4 chefs, and they go on to be facing in the finale against 2 of my friends who were chefs in the city, and they will verse them at the end
So
of the whole
what
week.
kind of food are they going to be preparing? Italian or a mixture, or what they're going to be, or just grilling?
It's going to be a mixture. We're trying to figure out logistics. We're probably going to go to like food banks or churches or restaurants who want to donate food. And then that's what the chefs are going to have to work with. Whatever food's donated, like, here you go for the cause, but here's the food
This
you've
is
got.
what's in your basket, so work with it.
Exactly, girl, exactly.
This is what's in your basket. Oh, we didn't get that, but if you want to bring it on your own.
Right. I mean, some chefs may want to contribute their own money and make what they want, but we're trying to make it to where, you know, if you keep on winning every week, that's a lot of money of food. So
Like if you got a tin of corned beef or Spam or what you mean.
right. We want to make them easy, like appetizers, or then chili, or then something that's easy to make but still challenging for the cause.
Yeah. Well, everybody can't make chili. You got to know how to do that. So
right.
All right. So do you have any shout outs to give to the people?
First, shout out to you, Miss DBoss, the best of all. You know, thank you for having me on here. Shout out to my boy Jacob, who got me on with you. So shout out to him. And just my whole team here in Denver. You know, my friend Calvin, Cons, Dre Lane, BMG Show. They're all on the board of directors. Juan with Drunkware. So all of y'all are helping make all this happen. And I really appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who wants to support the cause. You know, we need more people to just support men's mental health and not be so judgmental on them.
Yes. And you got to come back again to give us some updates of how the cooking the cooking event goes, and you know, the other you have the wrestling one, and I know men like a lot of wrestling and the boxing,
wrestling, fighting, spotting, boxing. You know, that you got to go with what men want to see, but that'll bring them fun to stay. I want people to be like, dang, this is a mental health awareness event. This was fun. It's like having fun, but still bring off that serious note of what mental health is.
And working with people and sitting down and talking to people and interacting.
Right.
And, you know, with
some people,
the bowling, you have to.
You interact with people, right? Some people don't want to hear lectures all day. Some people don't want to sit there and hear lectures.
They don't want to sit there and, you know, this, that.
Hear speakers all day.
Then they go home feeling, I didn't even get to talk.
Exactly.
So where can people reach you on social medias if they want to be involved in this?
You can reach out to me on my Facebook is Nicole Hunt. My Instagram is at Nikki, NICKY SWIZZIE small, or at our Bowling for Brain Health page, which is at bowling 4 and then Brain Health on Instagram. We're slowly working on websites and stuff. It just takes a little time, but we will have those up soon.
Getting the right content and all that, it takes time and the right person to put it together to lay out your platform.
Right.
But
you know, you could get one up fast, but then it don't look the way you want it to, and you know, perfectionist type stuff.
Well, that's okay. But you know, Nikki Hunt, Nikki Small, you know, it's been a pleasure updating people about you doing what you're doing, and for men's mental health. It's okay if they're all in a group, but you're specifically targeting to men's mental health. If there's a problem, let people know that there's something going on. Just don't be afraid to say something because of your, you know, I don't want to seem like I'm weak. It's no weakness to say there's something's wrong.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly, girl. Exactly. And I just chose men specifically in honor of my brother, because I wish I could have been there to help him. I wish he would have said something to me. So if other men need to say something to me, I'm going to listen and be there for them, because, you know, part of me is that sibling survivor remorse that me and Dawn talked about, that we feel guilty that we should have been able to take care of our siblings because we were the oldest. So it's one of those things, just trying to project in the future, you know.
So was that your only brother, or do you have other siblings?
He was the middle of 3 of us, and I have another younger brother. I am 10 and 13 years older.
Wow. Well, sounds like me, my brothers and stuff. All right. Well, this is, you know, it's been a real pleasure having you on and talking to us and, you know,
Yes,
telling people about it, because, you know, people, that way people could reach out, because I believe this organization is going to go really big once people get the hang of it and get to know what's going on. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we got to be a part of that. And it's not a lecture. It's so you don't feel like, oh gosh, I'm gonna be targeted. No, come out, enjoy yourself for the day. We got people there that can talk to you.
Right. And I mean, the first step for a man or going through therapy or finding a resource is a man to speak up. If you don't speak up, how do you know that we can give you a resource to help, or just, you know, maybe not a resource, maybe it's just us listening, because you can come to us and trust us to listen. Because sometimes like Beyonce's song, all we gotta do is listen.
It's true. And if you're not listening, then you're not hearing, you know, and you have to listen to see what's going on. And a lot of people don't know the importance of listening, so that you can listen to those signs. There's something going on, you know, then you look and you act, because there's something going on with someone.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Nick, it's been a pleasure, and everybody out there, we learned a lot today. People, on my Real Life Matters viewers, we've learned a lot today from Nikki for, you know, bowling for health, and it's a joke. The JR Joker Foundation, which the initials JR are for her brother, in memory of her late brother that committed suicide, and you know, and now Nikki's going out there and she's putting out a foundation for men to reach out. So Nikki's letting everybody know that she's available. She's here for you. If you're going through something, you know, just reach out. Don't sit there and say, oh, no. Because she doesn't want to see anybody committing more. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Tell somebody.
Watch out, Toronto. Watch out, Toronto. I've never been there, but Miss DBoss,
I know.
We're gonna bring some of these events to your city too.
Yes, we gotta bring something out here. I'm telling you, and a lot of people will most likely here participate. So you know, you don't have that issue, or that you have those lot of resources here that people will actually come out for that. So, which is good, and a lot of people of who I've interviewed had a lot of similar situations to you that happened. So, you know, I'm telling you, those people will be there for you. But anyways, I do want to thank you again, and we're looking forward for you to come back and give us an update on how the event's going. So everybody, so I do want to thank the viewers for tonight for tuning in to Real Life Matters. So everybody, so good night. So bye for now.
Good night. Thank you, y'all.